Okay, today we're going to talk about three things that happened in crypto world in the last 24 hours. The first thing is that Bitcoin is testing $65,000 as ETF demand returns. The second thing is why a massive whale just added a $108 million long position. And the third thing is what Ethereum's validator Q-split tells us about staking demand. But before we start, let me just remind you, welcome to Simex crypto channel. It's July 20th, 2026. So let's start. First with the Bitcoin. I can say that it has been a wild ride. Bitcoin did rose about 3.2% to test the $65,000 resistance level, and it was actually done for the first time in 2 weeks. And the move was driven by spot ETF inflows resuming after a period of investor withdrawals, with BlackRock's IBIT fund leading the recovery. And speaking of BlackRock, most probably you heard about Mr. Larry Fink. He's a very important person, very rich person, and he is the CEO of the BlackRock, which is most probably the most important company in the world. Well, he said on CNBC that he's very bullish on crypto over the next 12 months, calling tokenization the next revolution in finance. Yes, you heard what the guy said. So if he said it, it means something. So we have the world's largest asset manager openly talking about crypto's future in a big positive way. That's a bullish signal, I would say. However, here's the catch. Of course, nothing is perfect as it seems at the beginning. Never in life. Despite that, Bitcoin is now trading around 64,200 and 64,700, which is roughly flat on the day and down about 0.9% from its recent peak. So and the reason is actually the same issue as the last few days, weeks, however you want to say it. It's been 9 days of strikes on Iran, U.S. Iran tensions, then retaliations from Iran, and altogether leads to effectively blocking the Strait of Hormuz. And most probably you know that the oil is going there to the whole world, so of course prices of oil climb. It is currently at $91 per barrel, and of course that's reigniting the inflation fears, which is of course weighing on all risk assets, and of course including also crypto. So that was the first thing. Now let's talk about the whales. And this one is fascinating. A whale just opened a massive $108 million Bitcoin long position with 40x leverage on Hyperliquid. And I think the average entry price was 63,958. By the way, my English language is my third language, and there are so many numbers and informations that I have a little bit of list that is happening, so I don't forget what I want to say in the videos. Okay, so they're currently sitting on about 1.38 million in unrealized profit. But here's the other side of this same coin. On the other side, another whale who held a 107 million long position just started taking profits out, and he sold 903 bitcoins. They were worth about $58 million, and of course he wanted to lock in the gains and even place stop losses to exit at break even if Bitcoin drops below $64,050. So we have whales on both sides. On the one side, they're betting enormously on the upside, and on the other side, they are protecting their downside. It sounds weird and it looks weird, but that's it. On the Ethereum front, and this one is also really interesting, the validator exit queue has dropped to 0. This means that validators who want to leave the network can do so without delay. But again, here is the twist. The entry queue is still sitting at about 43 days, which means that there is still significant demand from people who want to join the staking set. So fewer people want to leave and still want to get in. I would say that this is again a weird mixed signal, and that imbalance signals the network participation that it remains strong despite the current price. So it's altogether a little bit of mess, but that's how it is. Also, one more thing I wanted to talk to you, but just slipped out of my mind. Oh, yes, Wall Street investor Jordi Wisser. Most probably you heard about him. Important person, very intelligent person. He said that he's getting more focused on Ethereum, which is those for those Ethereum fans a I would say good signal. And he said that Bitcoin since July began is up nearly 20% this month, and that he's actively trading it and watching for the bottom. He also said that once we get about the 200-day moving average, it could be the start of something new. So it's not a fact, it's something he said, but it's nice to be cautious and warned what very important people are saying. So that was it. That was your daily snapshot from me. Free interesting news, free most of them good news, but not all of them, of course. As you can see, markets are torn between bullish signals from institutions and ETF demand and bearish pressure from escalating geopolitical situations. Unfortunately, we cannot do anything about those political situations, and they're even worse thing than just losing percentages in crypto world. At the same time, many people are dying, so I just hope it ends up really fast and people who are injured, they go to the hospitals, they survive, they have normal lives, and then we will recover also in the crypto world. Hopefully you liked this video, press a like if you did, and please subscribe to my channel to see tomorrow again new daily crypto news. I am posting every day, and I'm posting hopefully just the facts. Thank you for being with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.